Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Pickett back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives it feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. First down, here's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff to Chandler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Play action now. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Cousins.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Montravius Adams coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that. But let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game when the emotion gets a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we eat.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Pickett now on 1st down. He's got this to Pickens. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And he's got his man on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Pickett.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Yeah, he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
3rd down.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. That's taken on the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. A first down throw for Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground? around and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now out come the Steelers. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this.
He's got him in, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Cousins again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Fields it right around the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And what a... 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
He finds Robinson. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Complete, it's Johnson.
Well, Pickett finding Johnson there, 1st down Steelers.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the 29, Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's Chandler.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Powell on the catch.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They run it with Chandler. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive.
Now Chandler.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Cousins to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here's Chandler again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ty Chandler
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler,
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
on 3rd down. It's Chandler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From the 45 on 2nd down, Pickett.
That's swung out wide to Harris. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Back to throw, Pickett.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Now Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.